Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 8 of the Aer Lingus Kite Surf Pro Ireland 2012. It is freezing cold this morning. We're standing here on the beach just at our home base here on Achill Island, right here behind us, Keel Beach. And pretty windy today, Ben, a little bit offshore and smaller surf, but freezing cold this morning and another beautiful sunny day.
Yeah, again, as we said yesterday, anytime we see bright, crispy blue sky, it's going to be pretty chilly, and today no exception. Woke up with a little bit of a nip in the air. We're down on the beach again, up early, checking conditions, and as you said, Sky, here down at our home base beach at Keel Beach. It is offshore wind. We're waiting for that wind to switch around a little bit. The wind strength's been great the last few days, but of course we're waiting for waves at this event, so if the wind switches around a little bit to another direction, it'll help sort of drive in that wind swell and should, you know, connect with a little bit of that small ground swell that we have coming in.
Exactly, so we are still waiting for the official word from our riders meeting taking place right now. I'm assuming they're probably going to keep us on hold. We are nearing the end of our holding period here at the Aer Lingus Kite Surf Pro. Only 3 days left in the holding period here, Ben, but we're looking at that swell on Sunday. We're still trying to get through those early rounds to set ourselves up nicely for that final day on Sunday, which hopefully is going to bring bigger surf and strong wind as well.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is we're down here at our home base. Again, we are mobile, as we've been kind of hammering home the last few days. So we're able to up and move this whole operation whenever we need to. And though we are struggling sometimes with some daylight hours and how long it actually, how long the sun is actually up, I wouldn't be surprised for the call actually of today to sort of hang out here, not really make any calls, and see what happens.
I actually just got word that 1 o'clock will be the next announcement, so they are going to keep us on hold here. So we're going to go ahead and hang out here on the beach and wait for that next call, as we kind of thought they would, Ben. We do have wind. We're waiting for that swell to come in, so they're going to keep us here on standby. The next call will be 1 o'clock.
Absolutely, and I think that's the wisest call. As we look at wind and swell maps, the wind is here. It should be averaging between 20 and 25 knots, I think, for the remainder of the holding period, and probably even increasing a bit on Sunday. But again, waves is what we're after. That's what we're looking for. So that's kind of what we're on hold for here. And again, it's at the next call at 1 p.m. we could be coming at you from a different location. And I don't know if you can see behind us right now, but we got a little bit of the locals showing up to come and say hello.
Hey guys, how's it going? All right, well, it looks like we got
some sights and sounds of Ireland are definitely happening right here. So let's step away for a second and show you a little bit more of what Ireland has to offer.
And what a morning here on Eckle Island. The local farmers brought down 300 sheep for us to, I don't know if we can pet, but to have a closer look at them and to just get a feel for Ireland. I have Nina and Susan here with me. I think you guys, or you girls, are as excited about the sheep as I am, aren't you?
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome to see so many sheep together. It's nice.
I don't know about you, but I really love the sheep here in Ireland. I'm stoked every time I see them on the road. Did you have any special experiences with sheep since you got here?
I saw one that went over a fence, like literally stood there and jumped over it like that. It's just like somebody lifted it. Amazing. Really fun.
Yeah, they seem to just jump into the backyards and eat the fences, well, not fences, but hedges and probably also the vegetables. Would you like to have some sheep at home, Suzanne?
No, not really. It's nice to watch them, but from a distance.
Maybe I will take one home, huh? I think so.
Okay, Nina is going to take a sheep to
Pure magic sheep.
Mauritius. A pure magic sheep. Yeah, we all know the pure magic sheep. Well, I let you guys, girls, again, sorry, interact with the sheep here a little bit, as I am going to go over to one of our local farmers here. Have fun, girls. To Martin, the farmer that brought the sheep, and they're still very shy. I don't think we're going to get to catch one. Maybe Martin can help us. The local farmer that has brought the sheep to us. Martin, so nice to have you with us. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome to Eckle Island on behalf of ourselves here, the sheep farmers, and that you're very welcome, and it's great to see you here on Eckle Island today.
I can't tell you how stoked we are to have you here, to have you welcome us, and to have you bring all your sheep down here. We as a KSP crew and the KSP riders, we have really, really appreciated the sheep around here. I can tell you, I personally love the sheep. It's so cute to see them every day. Can you tell us a little bit more about the sheep? What kind of sheep are they? Why do they have the horns?
These are blackfish mountain sheep. These sheep here now are reared especially for the mountain. These sheep to rear, you see the black mountains out there, we're surrounded here by mountains. We haven't much lowland here in Eckle, so we have to breed these sheep especially to live on the mountain. And these sheep are bred locally. You know, these sheep has been reared here for years and years and years. So we try to keep the local breed the best we could. Now there'll be other maybe strains of sheep coming in, but here in Eckle Island, especially myself here, Ray Hughes and Martin Calvey and a couple of more, we keep these breeds of sheep. We want them especially for the mountain, because if we had you have other breeds of sheep, lowland sheep, you know, the sheep with no horns, they'd be a bit soft, as we just say, and they wouldn't live on the mountains. So, but we want these sheep, and especially we're breeding them too for the lamb, you know, the mountain lamb, you know, lambs that's reared on the mountain, no artificial nitrogens, you know, manure and that, as I put it, and that, and not much dosing. So it's all as good as organic as you'll get here on Eckle Island.
That's really incredible. And I mean, a few of us, I guess all the riders by now have been hiking, and we saw the sheep on really steep cliffs, and it seems like they're really very well suited to the conditions that you have here. Amazing looking sheep, very beautiful with the horns, and we really love them. But we're also wondering, we've heard that you just released the sheep on the mountains, and then they run around and on the roads, and we've seen them lying on the roads and walking over the roads, and we really love that. How do you actually keep track of how many sheep you have and where they're all running around?
Well, usually on the mountains they say a sheep now, when she'd lamb on the mountain, her lamb would be in a certain area, and that lamb will go back to that area every time. You know, they get the chase for the mountain. They know I could take her down here now. We bring the sheep down because here now it's coming to breeding season. So we like to bring the sheep down to the lowland to give them a bit of a boost before they go to the ram, you know, for breeding, so that they'll be in good order going to the ram, so that they'll make sure and have a lamb next year. I put it simple. I'm not one for great big words. I'm afraid I'm a northerly hillman. I am. But then you see, we'll put them to the mountain there, and they know their own area on the mountain, and they'll stay around that area. They'll graze in that area usually, you know. An odd one might stray away, but not too often. Not too often.
Thank you so much, Martin. And I've heard you're going to be happy enough to give all the riders here a few more information on the sheep. I'm sure there's going to be a few questions if you are happy to answer them.
I'm Ray. I'm Ray. This is Martin here.
Come.
Yes, this is Martin. I'm Ray.
Come in. Nice to have you in the show with us too, and I guess we'll have more information from you as well for the riders. But are they both your sheep in that case?
Yes, the sheep are, yeah.
That's great.
Set and Ray farms together.
So you are having a family friendship farm.
Neighbours.
Ah, see, not very welcoming Irish people. They're also working together closely as
yes,
neighbors and
that's
friends,
good,
and
yes.
that's.
Right,
No,
so
can you tell me? Are we going to get to pet a sheep too?
Pardon?
Are we going to get to pet a sheep too?
Yes. Ray he's quite strong, you know. He can keep two if you like, one in each hand.
That sounds great. We're looking forward to that. Thank you so much for now. We really appreciate you and all the sheep being here.
Yeah,
And
and
well,
hope everything turns out right?
yes, it will turn out right. With all the good vibes here, it's got to turn out right. Thanks so much for you, and back to the people at home behind the computers.
Well, a lot of excitement here on the morning of day 8 of the Aer Lingus Kitesurf Pro Ireland 2012. Just heard from a few of the locals there, Ben, and we've got a bunch of those locals here behind us hanging out, and as you can see, the riders just starting to show up, coming out of that riders meeting. And looks like we're going to have a nice little day here on the beach. If you're just joining us, the next call will be at 1 p.m. So we're going to hang out here for a while. Might even be coming to you from a different location later.
Yeah, it feels good to make it with some of these laid-back country folk, doesn't it, Sky?
Sure does, Ben.
It feels good to mingle around with what the local Achill Island population is, and it's super fun to watch the sheepdog run around and herd these guys in. I wish we had that for the riders some mornings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's awesome to see how they herd the sheep, and to talk to some of these locals, and just their, this is their everyday life here for some of the locals on Achill, and it's just great to see a little bit of the culture, and not something you see every day.
That's right. So today, again, you're just joining us. We are going to be on hold and assess conditions in a few of our alternate locations, as well as here in Kiel Beach. However, Sky, I'm pretty sure that nothing's going to happen here on Kiel today. It looks pretty offshore, pretty small swell. So we're going to stage here for a little bit more of the morning and make the call on whether or not it's worth it to make the drive up, based on what we hear from sort of spot guides that we have waiting up there to give us some wave reports. And hopefully we'll be coming back with you at 1 p.m. with some good news that the event is underway from an alternate location.
Absolutely. So next call will be 1 p.m. here on day 8 of the Aer Lingus Kitesurf Pro Ireland. We will see you back here at 1 p.m. local Ireland time.